In this Where to Ride video, I want to introduce you to some world-class dual sport adventure riding in the Gila and Apache National Forest of southwest New Mexico and southeast Arizona. This adventure begins and ends in Silver City, New Mexico due to its central location and ample resources. It's a city of about 10,000 people sitting at an elevation of 6,000 feet. It has ample lodging and restaurant opportunities. We chose to stay at the KOA campground there in Silver City. Lots of other camping opportunities available, including camping in the National Forest. After a restful night in camp, it was time to ride. Day one had us riding from Silver City over to Morenci, Arizona to the giant copper mine. From there we took Highway 191, a world-class paved road, all the way up toward Alpine, Arizona, and then ended the day at Hidden Springs Inn near Reserve, New Mexico. My weapon of choice for this trip was the 2024 Aprilia Touareg 660. However, you could do this on any dual sport adventure motorcycle. Here's Phil riding his Africa Twin with DCT. Duncan was on his KTM 790, the original model, which has 40,000 miles or something on it. But again, you could do this on any bike. You could do it on a 300. You could do it on a 500. Anything that's street legal will get the job done, though it's more fun on a big adventure bike. I'm a dual sport adventure rider, which means I like riding great pavement as much as I like riding great dirt. I'm going to tell you, there's some great pavement on this. If you like cornering and you want to wear out the sides of your tires, this is a route that you're really going to appreciate. Once you leave Silver City, the riding is okay, but once you turn off to head over to Arizona, this road out here that goes into the Apache National Forest with lots and lots of twisty turns, elevation changes, and great scenery. You are going to love this portion of the route if you like great pavement and scenery. This is spectacular. Man, look at this. Once you arrive in Clifton or Morenci, either one, it's a good time to take a break, get something cold to drink, a bite to eat, and if you need to, you can top off your gas tank. Morenci is home to a giant open pit copper mine that you'll ride through for 12 miles. There he is hauling a load. And that's the engine that runs those things. Caterpillar 3516 diesel engine, 2,000 horsepower. And then there's the truck tires. Good Lord. So, there we go. This is all video, fellas. Do something cool. All right, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, the giant trucks that we see around in the mine, this is the bed of one. Right here. That's how big these things are. If you want to work here, they on Fridays from 7 a.m. to noon, come on down, complete an application, potentially do an interview, get to work. This is the historic downtown Clifton, Arizona, the old part. Our old church. Hey, that's pretty cool. A Mad Max vehicle. Ha ha ha. Old farming implements. Greenlee Historical Museum. Wow. I'm gonna say these buildings were probably early 1900, 1910, 1911. I saw that the courthouse had a 1911 or 1910 sign on it. So not a lot happening here. We do have a dispensary. A lot of opportunity for some entrepreneur. And that's your tour of historic Clifton. Highway 191 north of the mine all the way to Alpine, about 90 miles of world-class pavement. It is fantastic and not to be missed. So you can run pavement all the way up to Alpine, or you can do like we did and cut off at Hannigan Meadows and go ride some dirt. Either way, you're going to have a great time. After thoroughly enjoying Highway 191, just south of Hannigan Meadows, we turned off on Forest Road 24 and enjoyed some fun, scenic dirt riding. This is Forest Road 24. Just started and it said RVs not recommended. So, probably a good motorcycling road. This is just fun riding. Nice little 2-track. Up in the mountains, lots of pine trees. Yeah, it's very nice. I found this road on Rever. It was a community curated road. Somebody recommended. Good recommendation so far. All right, we've hit an intersection. We're doing Forest Road 24, and this is the intersection right there at 576. If we turn right, it'll take us to Hannigan Meadows, 4 miles away. Instead, we're going to go East Fork of the Black River, which is 10 miles that way up 24. And somewhere up there, we'll make a right, and it'll take us into Alpine, Arizona. But we're up at 8,800 feet or so of elevation, and there's these aspen trees. Yeah, just so pretty. Yeah. So Phil is connecting his iPhone to a satellite so that he can send and receive messages or locations, things like that, using the satellite. And the phone says satellite available soon. Looking for signal.
If Jeff Bezos is get his button gear, we wouldn't have to wait so long.
Yeah. Get some more satellites in the air.
I don't like running into them guys moving.
We're not the only users.
Huh?
How y'all doing?
Those guys.
There was a sign back there that said narrow, rough road, and it was not lying to us. Yeah, good stuff. Primitive road caution. Use at your own risk. The surface is not regularly maintained. Well, this is going to be exciting. "10 miles to 191. We're going straight, fellas. Good to know that there's bailout points, though. All right, we got off track. And so now this is a connector road trying to get us back on track. But the track that I put in is not, it peeled off from Forest Road 24. And so it's
We'll see how tough this gets. But so far, this is a great road. We came out of the forest and found this beautiful paved road. Nice fresh asphalt. We're headed east to Alpine. What a beautiful road. Welcome to Alpine, the Alps of Arizona. Welcome to New Mexico. We have left Alpine and we're headed to Reserve, New Mexico now. The main riding of the day is done. We'll be in Reserve, well, at Hidden Springs Inn in about 25 minutes or so. So this is the Black Gold Emporium, and the sign there says retired finally. So I'm guessing this place is now closed. Yeah. And the gas pump says retired, no more fuel, sorry. So the only other option for fuel here in town is going to be right up here. Well, it's going to be right here at Mitchell. Now, all right, Mitchell's has gas and it's a store. So this is where you're going to get gas. And hey, we got elk. 6 of them. 6 of those majestic. 6 majestic. 7. Look at that. 8. There's a baby. There's a baby. Look at that. Wow. Yeah. Got to see some elk. All right. This is the Adobe Cafe and Bakery, and that is the Hidden Springs Inn. That's where we're staying tonight. These guys are only open 3 days a week, Friday, Sunday, and Monday, so not going to catch them. But we'll catch them next time. Where's my motorcycle? And here's my room at the Hidden Springs Inn. Nice place.
Our plan for day 2 was lots of dirt in the morning and then pavement in the afternoon to get us back to Silver City. We ran the BDR in reverse coming out of Reserve, going southeast, and then we deviated from the BDR and went south over Bearwall Mountain, finally turning west, going through Mogollon, back out to pavement, which we then ran south down to Silver City. And we found some great dirt. Though we were at 6,000 feet in elevation, the forecast for the day was sunny skies and temperatures in the low 90s. It was a beautiful morning and a great day to be a dual sport adventure rider. All 3 of us were well rested and we were eager to get on the bikes and ride. Once the bikes were loaded, we took off to Reserve to grab some breakfast before hitting the dirt of the day.
Breakfast at Ella's.
We're having breakfast at Ella's. Having breakfast at Ella's Cafe and Reserve. Lots of wood.
Good morning. Wow. How about that? There's now a Dollar General in Reserve. They've built this since the last time I was here. They've gone really upscale. Wonderful. Road closed 21 miles ahead. Yeah. So I guess closed here. Maybe because of fire. Best we can tell, we're going to turn off before the road is closed and go south. So we're going to load up and keep going, see if we can get through. Yep. Okay, so the road's closed 5 miles ahead, but we were going to turn right anyway, so we're going to do that. See how it goes. We're way up on top of the mountain, 9,000 or 9,500, something, 9,900. We're way up here. We're looking, this is looking west. I guess you can probably see, I don't know, 50 miles. You can see the road there where we came up. Very rough, all class 3 getting up here. Crossed over the pass, and now we're headed down. This is the expert section. This is what they call the expert section on section 2 of the New Mexico BDR. And we're going the opposite direction. On the BDR, you're going west, we're going east. But the one thing I remember about doing this when I did it years ago was how steep the climb up was. And so I'm a little bit concerned going down that steep climb on this Touareg 660 because first gear is so high. I don't have a granny first gear. So I think it's going to be a little bit challenging. We'll see when we get there. There's a giant herd of elk just crossed the road in front of us. They're right up there on the hill. Yeah, bunch of them. It's got to be 20 or 30 of them. Yeah. Look, there's one with one. There's a guy here with horns, and there. Look at this. There's like 50 of them in front of us. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. So many of them.
I got you in the form.
And you see the young ones with the horns, or the males with the horns. They're not real big horns. Wow, very cool. Let's see if we can see any more. They're just all there on the side of the mountain. Wow, so many of them. Good Lord. It's got to be 50 of them up there, y'all. Man. See them moving? Look at them moving. It's a herd of them. That is very cool. All right. All right, we're turning off the BDR route and we're turning onto a route I've never been on, but it's supposed to go to Bear Hollow Mountain, which I've always wanted to do. Hopefully they're not suckering us in with this beautiful grading they've done. We'll see. Steep uphill, here we go. Let's see what I can do. Oh, this is training for Colorado next month, I guess. That's just loose. Just stay on the gas, you'll be fine, I think. But yeah, you come on. Oh, what are we doing? This is just a rock garden. I suspect it's going to be this way all the way to the top. Woo! All right, so we made it up that road, which is class 2, class 3, mostly class 3. A lot of climbing, very rocky. And now we're at this intersection where we're going to go south, and that'll take us down to Burson Road and out to Mogollon. However, right there, that says Bearwall Lookout 1 mile up. Probably goes up to the top of the mountain. So we got to go look at that. That says Mogollon Apache Gila Riders. Oh, that's a primitive road. That's the one that I know where that goes. All right, we're gonna go up Bearwall Lookout. Map says this is going to be easy, and there's a snow cone stand up at the top.
Bearwall Peak, fire lookout, elevation 9,920 feet. Let's have a look at it.
I'm on the Bear Hollow fire tower looking south and west at the mountains of the Gila and the Apache National Forest. There's a woman up there on lookout with radio equipment and obviously watching for fires. Drove up here in that truck, and she lives here for 6 months in that cabin. She works 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, brings all her provisions with her. She told us this was her 5th year being up on this tower.
That was fun. Got to visit the fire tower. Now we're headed back down and headed toward Mogollon. This has been really good riding so far. I've really enjoyed this. Lots of class 3, so if you like class 3, you would enjoy this route. That's Claremont Road, I think is the name of it. It goes all the way out to the highway. She says the four-wheeler guys use it. But my buddies have been up it on motorcycles last time we were out here. I missed it because of a bike problem, but it does go out.
I'm hoping they'll get off the road here shortly. Yeah, come on guys, get off the road. Thinking about getting off the road anytime soon, fellas? Anytime now. All right, come on, mama. Oh, there we go. Thank you. No. Dang, we're so close. So I am filming it so close. I'm going to slow down, let them have some distance, see if they get comfortable getting off the road. And they can't get off here. It's too steep on both sides. All right, I'm gonna pass them and see if I can spook them off to the side. Let's see if I can get them off to the side. Come on, fellas, let me by, baby. Move over, baby. Move over. Let me by, baby. Move over. Come on. Move over. Okay. Now we got them off the road. All right, well, sorry about that. No. If you went over the edge here, it would be a long ways before you stopped. That is some serious exposure down there. Man. Whew.
This is the town of Mogollon, kind of a ghost town. It's popular on the weekends with the tours. That's the Purple Onion, a place to eat. I'm gonna pull in there. There's a store here and there's a museum up there. Time for a break. The old Kelly store. Somebody's house. Purple Onion. And look, there's Phil. And Duncan.
The sign here in Mogollon says, "Welcome Tour Divide, Food, Water, Rest." And here at the old Kelly store, it said, "Welcome Tour Divide 2025. So it must be a bicycle tour. Hence the reason all the bicyclists are here.
We got three options. We could feed Phil now, we could feed Phil later, or we could ditch Phil. I don't know, man. It's just a tough call. Tough call.
I don't know what to do.
Phil's been wearing that shirt again.
I will wear this shirt. I will be buried in this shirt.
Here we go. Finish our tour of Mogollon, Old Kelly store. Couple of houses. Mogollon Theater, America, old mining stuff. Hi there. Here's the museum. I believe if that is a bed breakfast now. It says Silver Creek Inn. I think that's it. That's it. That's Mogollon.
The road out of Mogollon. It's fabulously twisty. Just gotta watch out for oncoming traffic. Like this. There's two more. The car. Fast way down is to the right. They got a mirror here to see, so you can see if there's a car coming around the corner. Silver City to the left, Reserve to the right. We're going left. Silver City. Mogollon, the mountains in the town. Named for Juan Mogollon, governor of New Mexico from 1712 to 1715.
Then we jumped on Highway 180 heading south and drove the very pleasant 65 miles back to Silver City and the end of this adventure. Hey, Phil and Duncan, thanks for riding with me. I had a great time. You guys are great riding companions. If you enjoyed this content, I invite you to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot. And last but not least, if this is an adventure that you'd like to go on and you want the GPX tracks, reach out to me. Send me an email, and for a $2 donation, I will gladly send them to you. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you out on the trail sometime. Trail Boss out.